Okay, so Sharon.
Hello.
Tell me about A440 choir from your point of view as a singer.
As a singer, I think it's an amazing way to spend an evening. Coming home from work, you're stressed, you're tired, and actually getting out, doing something completely different, using a different side of my brain to what I use at work, and just making music, I think is amazing. And singing, I think, is an incredible personal experience. It's the only music you can make without using another instrument or another accessory. You know, singing is just what you yourself produce, and just getting together with other people and making this amazing sound and blend of the voices and the different parts, I just think is amazing. And it's really good stress relief. I mean, you know, it's a bit like the gym. Sometimes I'm not in the mood, and then I get there, and I'm really glad that I came to rehearsal because I've completely enjoyed it. I've completely my stress levels have gone right down. It's just amazing.
And why A440 in particular?
It's a great bunch of people. Everybody's really friendly, and what I love about
it. Say A440. Why in particular A440?
A440 is an amazing group of people. It's incredibly friendly. The first rehearsal, I walked into the room and so many people came up to me and said hello. It was just really brilliant. And what's really touching for me, especially being chair of the choir, is how much it means to people in their personal lives. The amount of things, difficulties that people have been through, and choir has been something that has really helped carry them through. Something that is out of their current stress, their current domestic problem. You know, they come to choir, they forget about what's going on in their normal life and all the stresses, and they just get into the singing. And I think for me that's really touching, that you bring that extra thing to people's lives that means so much to them. And in terms of the music, A440 does a really eclectic set of music, right from very sacred Latin type pieces right up to folk songs and pop songs, really good fun cheesy bits and pieces. And the a cappella aspect to me is very important. I love singing without any backing piano. I think that's a real skill, and you get real value of the voices intertwining, and I think it's a challenge, but I think it's a really rewarding way to sing.
Just say a little bit again about the range of repertoire. Is it very noisy?
The range of A440's music is really eclectic. So at one end of the spectrum we have Latin classical pieces that most people would recognise from Classic FM and things like that, going right through to folk music, some pop songs, some cheesy songs, and most of what we do a cappella, so without any accompaniment, which I personally like because I find it very challenging and very rewarding, and you get, I think, a much better interesting mix of voices when you don't have anything else supporting you. It's just all about the voice.
Could you sum A440 up in 3 words? You can think about this before you speak.
I'll think of it.
And then, I'm so kind. And put it in a sentence with A440 at the moment. Otherwise, like, fun.
I say feel good because that's like 2 words.
Yeah, you're right, I love that.
I think A440 is challenging, it's incredibly rewarding, and really good fun.
Where is...
yes, I'll probably back those up.
What do you think the next few years holds for A440?
I think it's a really interesting time for A440 over the next few years. Lucy is new and she's still settling in and doing a really, really great job. She's bringing a lot of life and a lot of fun to our rehearsals, and to a certain extent I think we just have to wait and see what happens. I think we're going to go through a couple of years when we develop a lot, but I see choir as quite an organic thing. I think you have to go, to a certain extent, you go with the flow. Repertoire will change. We will experiment with doing different types of music and different types of concerts and different types of venues, and that's just amazing for A440 to get out there and see what we can do, see what works, see what doesn't work. So for me, there's no set particular plan for A440. It's a question of while people are loving it the way they do at the moment, while they love the music, while they love the conductor, while they love the people, while everything is working, it's performing what it's supposed to do, it's doing its job, and that for me is what it's all about.
And what do you think, if somebody's thinking to themselves now, how do I know if A440 is right for me? What would you say that you need to be in order for you to enjoy A440 as a choir?
I think if you are interested in joining a choir, then A440 is a great one to try. I think you don't need to be able to read music. It is obviously a help if you're musical. You need to be able to give it a good go, but I think that's all that you need. And I think if you are sociable and you like meeting people, I think you'll have a great time. And I really don't see any downside to trying it.
What's the process of becoming a member of the choir?
The way it works at A440 is that if you are interested in coming to a rehearsal, then you would get in touch with us via the website, and then you could come along for a rehearsal, and you can come to several rehearsals and try it out, see if it works for you. If you are then interested in joining, there's a very short audition, and then you would be a full member of the choir. So,
how does a year in as part of A440 look like? What does that mean? What's the schedule look like? How heavy is it?
So in A440, A440 rehearses once a week on a.
As you were.
So A440 rehearses once a week on a Monday in Woodley at a church. At a church. I did that bit. What was the question?
What's the year look like? Start again.
Okay. So A440 rehearses once a week on a Monday at
It's a Wednesday.
Oh, sorry. Did I say Monday last time?
I just thought you might correct it about
It's because I do small group
Where
on
do you
a
go on
Monday.
Wednesday? According to Sharon.
So A440 rehearses once a week on a Wednesday at a church in Woodley. And so that happens during school term times, so we are very much fixed to what the school term times look like. We have a break over the summer, and then during that time we sing probably between 8 and 10 concerts on a Saturday or a Sunday, and they're spread out during the year.